Rion has been working as a planetary guardian since his DNA activation in 2009. Upon receiving his genetic upgrades, he was granted the ability to communicate with higher selves and interdimensional beings. He can see beyond 3D reality, as well as fully access and operate his third eye. He is involved in a planetary crusade that requires powerful energy tools for him and his team, so with the help of his higher selves, he became an expert in energetic alchemy and began creating blade tools and pyramids specifically designed for protection, transmutation, and manipulation. With the advent of cell phones, computers, and Wi-Fi toxifying our bodies daily, yes, his tools have become an absolute necessity. Rion is now in the process of writing his first book, where he will share details on his downloads and his personal activation story. Joining Rion in his presentation today is fellow Team Life member Alexander Mazzone, owner and creator of Crystal Current Jewelry. Without any further waiting, let's welcome them both.
Well, all right. You guys ready to wake up a little bit, shake some chi through your body, and get some answers to your questions? All right. I am Rion.
I am Alexander.
Absolute pleasure coming in hot from Sedona. You know, this is my 3D job. This is what I look like in 3D. Upstairs, we were up till 5:30 in the morning last night doing security protocol while you guys were sleeping. Fantastic. I hope you enjoyed it. So we're here today to speak about activation, how to activate your DNA, how to light that kundalini inside your bodies and literally pop the cap off this reality known as your 3D physical reality. All right. See, she's waiting for me. There we go. Okay. We got wormholes behind us, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we came over here on an assignment from Sedona to monitor this location and actually see that all of you guys that are here on the path have every type of attribute, additive, and awesomeness that you guys need for your own individual evolution. That's why we're here. So, what would you like to say, bro?
I would like to say that it's our pleasure to be here to help activate the planet, reuniting with family. I love all the people that came out here and all the new friends. Thank you all for coming.
I want to thank Nancy and the Audrey and Debbie, the Starborn sisters. They're amazing. Put your hands together. Come on. You know what? Drink some coffee, people. Wake up. I know it's a lot going on. Okay, here we go. Let's pump it up a little bit. All right, so. I'll rip, you rip, I'll rip, you rip?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so what's going on behind you guys is some of the stuff that was classified as of 2009. We were a part of a activation team. We're a bunch of galactic beings in little human suits here too for your entertainment. Fantastic. So what happened was in 2009, I was activated. 2009, my third eye came on. It took me about 8 or 9 months for my 8 months of astral projection training. I taught myself. One of my higher selves taught me. My third eye came on my 29th birthday. It's been on for 7.5 years. I can see every single one of your higher selves, everything that's going on inside of your body, and your higher self stacked going vertically through this dimensional plane. Amen. All right. Can we get some of that? Now, some of us who are cranky, thank you. Yes, it is true. We're not all sleeping on this planet. Okay, moving on. The catalysts of the human population on Earth. Okay, so. When I woke up, I had an 8-foot Anunnaki teaching me and training me in my den for 8 months straight. I then went off to Sedona, got my galactic DNA activations, and I was off on the planet on a world tour for 6 years. I was gone every 30 to 60 days, for 6 years in a row. I pretty much had my higher selves, my ascended masters, my guys, I was my teachers. I was actually told to not process, program, or absorb anything from the population that you're interacting with. You are here to be in spirit, be in your heart, and get your job done. That's how I was activated. I didn't get this slow rise. I don't know what this stuff is. I know what commanding officers look like in the upper dimensions, what they look like, their cadences, and what they ask you to do, and what is your proximity to what you are truly in the human form. Human beings exist on other planets in this galaxy that have a 12-strain DNA. Why on this planet we're kind of slow rolling? I don't know, I love it. It's kind of like we're all on vacation, right? But we're snapping out of this mumbo jumbo, okay? Just keep it real. There's a population of people in Sedona that are crushing every day. Crushing every day. I just want to be here to share this energy with you guys and let you know, no, you're not alone. 2, a lot of us are in contact 24 hours a day, 365, every plank second that ticks by. So, to be clear, this waking up situation is fantastic. To understand that your own truth you will always find from inside of you. Remember how this game was set up, ladies and gentlemen, 40,000 years ago, this holographic matrix, right? The illusion is from the outside in. Your truth is always going to be from the inside out. That's how this game was designed. All right. Now, Machu Picchu. It's amazing. Check it out. I put it in slow motion for you guys, so it's kind of like not too distracting. So anywho, there's a shortcut to you guys activating your DNA suits. I'm going to share it with you now that I'm going to let my brother rip. Okay, so different sacred sites on Earth rock different ley lines. You get a 4 ley line cross into the planetary grid to get the higher level of consciousness, you get the higher stream of consciousness, you get that stream in which you have a doorway. Doorway access grants you, if you're there on the proper time of year or the proper time in general, you can access that gate grid, what have you. Here's the deal. You don't have to remember how to ride the bike. I mean, you don't have to learn how to ride a bike. You just have to remember. Here's what I mean. Certain locations, back right-hand side of the Sphinx in Giza, you have direct access to the Akashic records. Why would you want to have to relearn everything you've already done in past lives? Go pick up your download, ladies and gents. Okay, another place you can go is Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu, go to the top of Manu Picchu, right-hand side 30 yards, when you get to the very top, another Stargate. What I'm trying to share with you guys is, if you guys are trying to activate your DNA, activate your suits, go to the direct drop-off locations located naturally on Earth that all the ancients knew about. Go get your downloads. Go pick up your soul pieces. Do not try to do it on the couch. It'll take you forever. Just go pick up your missing pieces. Okay, any druids in the house? Raise your hand. There he is. See what I'm talking about? Okay. Druid. Hey, love you, bro. I own it, dude. I know what's up, bro. I know about, Isla Mole. Get it on. Okay, what else we got? Okay, who knows you're a starseed? Raise your hand. All right. Okay, does anyone know the star system they herald from? Hey, that's it. Okay, put your hands up if you've got any Palladian love in the room.
No, 2 hands.
Okay. Hey, Syrian love. All right. Syrian. Andromedan love. Arcturian love. I wish you guys could see this at home. We got things happening over here. Okay. I like it. So you guys are about the Earth Alliance, right? And the Federation, right? Look at this guy over here. Looks like a Men in Black. Well, you gonna come in and arrest me after this thing, or what's going on here, bro? Okay, bro. I work out, dude. Hope you brought 5 or 6 guys with you. So what I'm trying to say is, I climb mountains for fun. Okay, so what I'm trying to get to is that we're all here as a star family together, right, to work on this thing as in the collective consciousness. Here's the deal. You want to rip some?
Yeah, let me rip.
Okay, you rip. Me and Black. Okay, here we go. Get in there.
Okay. All right, my name is Alexander. I'm going to go start you with my ascension process. So I was personal training, eating very clean, and I wanted to keep track of how much water I was drinking at my home in Lincoln, Rhode Island. Old home. I live in Sedona now, love it. And I was keeping track of how much water I was drinking, so I kept filling up the same gallon, with well water. This well water doesn't have fluoride. It doesn't have a lot of the things that are unfortunately in the water that's in front of you on the table right now. So, by not drinking this, me, my brother, both not knowing each other, both passed painful fluoride deposits.
Yep.
If you come up to the table after the show, I can actually show you where I have scarring from passing the fluoride that was put inside of our water. Starting the concentration camps. But I'm going to stop the fear programming because we're very cherry right here, okay? I'm just telling you about...
Blocks your third eye.
It blocks your third eye.
Okay.
So, I cut this out. All of a sudden, like my brother, my third eye just turns on. My third eye is open right now with my eyes open, okay? So this is a point that anyone on this planet can get to. I'm not special, I'm just a little bit further down a road. So, can you do this? Yes, cut out fluoride, cut out the aluminum out of your deodorant, eat clean, start juicing, start doing the things that your body likes. Try things, if your body likes them, continue to do them, okay? From doing this, I got in touch with higher selves, started seeing all these things. I started seeing cat people around me. As crazy as this sounded, I find this guy on the internet years after this. And he's talking about Lyrans and all this stuff, and I'm like, that's what I see. And I'm looking at the look in his eyes, I'm like, that's my brother. So, go and meet him, he's like, you're my brother. So, Yeah, this is Star Family. Okay, we know each other. I know these people. Just met them about 5 minutes ago, but I know them. Okay, we know each other. We've had previous incarnations with each other. So that is what I suggest: is go into past lives, find these old pieces of yourself, and assimilate them. Find the divine children versions of your higher selves, assimilate them. Keep working. Keep doing what you have to do to activate this vessel to the highest human potential that you can right now. Okay. I'll switch it back to you, brother.
All right. Let's pick it up again. Here we go now. We got different speeds here, ladies and gents. This is my brother, Alex. He's fantastic. What he won't tell you is one of the strongest guys on the East Coast. What he won't tell you is that he's a high angelic. What he won't tell you is that he's a seraphim. What he won't tell you when we wake up every night is 40 dudes walking around, 60 dude, is walking around with huge energy gauntlets on, walking through the house getting like orange juice. Yeah, so here's the deal. When you're oscillation, my brother before us who spoke about the Sasquatch, why can a Sasquatch slip dimension? They slip phase. When you can slip phase, what that means is you can actually oscillate and change your vibrational state and you slip out of the 3D physical realm. Hence, your eyes see at 30 frames per second. Okay, when your adrenal gland fires, handle that. When your adrenal gland fires, you see it 60 frames per second. Okay, that's why when you get a near-death life experience, everything slows down. Well, ladies and gents, put your hands up if you can agree with me. Does infrared light exist? Yes or no? Okay, does ultraviolet light exist? Yes or no? Can you see it with your naked eye? No. Okay, what I'm trying to get to, ladies and gents, your third eye allows you to see all those missing spectrums and frequencies that are laying and walking around you 24/7, 365. Isn't it kind of strange that when they do the atomic weight of things that it's 99% empty space, 1% matter? Isn't that kind of weird? Well, what are you trying to say here? You're trying to say we're riding on a bandwidth of existence with 1% matter and density and 99% empty space, right? What I'm trying to say is when you expand and get big, you're going to go ahead and need, we're going live stream over here on Facebook. We got double live streams going on over here.
You're welcome.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of room for expansion. Okay, so 1% matter and all this empty space. You have to understand that your energy expands, your energy evolves. Okay, so here's some stuff they don't tell you. One is when a human being's fully activated, their energy body can literally swallow square blocks. That means when I walk through a house or I wake up in Sedona in my backyard, my energy field is 3 houses deep. Okay, another funny visual for you. When I go back and forth to Los Angeles from Sedona, I have family that lives in Los Angeles. I'll stay high vibe all the way till I hit LA. I go to LA, I'll go to bed at night, I wake up in the morning and I'll have my eyes closed, my third eye's on. Literally, I can see my energy hand move up. Like when I stand up in the morning, 3 houses away from me. And like see all these like little dudes sliding off my arms, like Jack the Green Giant. Some of us are that big. So I don't know what this is that I'm in right now, but this is as small as I can be compressed and zip filed into a physical reality. You're looking at it right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm 6'1", 200 pounds. This is as small as I get. Okay? Most of the planets I come from, Andromeda, one of the main ones I herald from, everyone's 12, 14, 15 feet tall. I don't know what 6 foot is. I feel like we're like all the runts of the litter or something. Or we're just that new hotness, because the old computers, like say, that launched the original spacecraft, the computer is the size of a room, right? Well, now you got more computing power in your cell phone than they used to launch the original thing. So I think with us in evolution, how we're being action-packed and our brains are being utilized, we're kind of that new hotness. Okay, that's what I want you guys to understand. We're the new hotness. Okay, this is what they won't tell you again. Why are some, dude, calm down, bro. I'm gonna let you rip, bro.
It's not me.
I'm gonna let you rip, bro.
It's not me.
I know you wanna say
Coming
something,
down the
bro.
stream, bro.
Just chill it down, bro. Pump the brakes, bro. Okay, so 24 hours a day. So here we go. So this is what they won't tell you. Why is there 24 different species that are having these different? Let me go ahead. I'm a recipe. I'm a chef from a different galaxy. I'm gonna throw my recipe into this human suit and multidimensionality, and I'm going to see what I want of this DNA, this diversity, and what I don't. Okay. On the left-hand side, on your light side, you got obviously the Earth Alliance. All the dudes here for service to others, hooking stuff up. Now, I have to sit in the middle now, so hold your tongue. No, I'm just kidding. Now, on the Federation side, you got the Drakes, Reps, Mantids. You got Sirius B, the interactive ones. You got a bunch of dudes that herald from the Orion Empire. Okay, just so you guys know that Earth is not, let's just say we have different landlords than what you guys have been told. Okay, everyone thinks we're from Earth. You guys are all visiting here. Okay, there's not one of you guys who's from Earth. I'm sorry to blow up your belief system. Okay, moving on. And those guys at home, I'm sorry I just blew that up for you. Okay, but that's the truth. You're gonna figure it out in one way or the other. Okay, so the cool thing about being here is the diversity. Why is it such a coveted spot? Because such a coveted spot because of the diversity and so many mixes. So what you got is, there's not many places in this universe where you can have a Syrian, Palladian, Drake, Andromedan, Arcturian, Lyran, High Angelic, right? And Anunnaki. Dragon feet. Why do you always want to see this? Don't give them the visual just yet. What I'm trying to get is to all multidimensionally mixed and then pipeline into one suit. What is this? You've got 15 higher selves, and I'm sitting down here and, where's Waldo? Staring at people like, do you understand what you're actually plugged into, ladies and gentlemen? Do you understand that this is like the E.T. Real World show and you guys are all the stars and like no one's getting it? We're like a comedy show for the rest of the galaxy. Just want you to realize that. In Sedona, I get the that's hilarious. You little, we're little Tic Tacs down here, okay? It's a holographic matrix. Here's the deal to focus on. All jokes aside. Follow your hearts. When you guys start to wake up and you start to step into your multidimensional aspects and your different abilities, this is something I want to share with you because I had to go through these tests and trials, doing real stuff on the planet. One is your integrity will be tested. Two is what type of being are you? What type of morals do you have? Okay, what type of being are you? Really? When given a certain amount of power, are you going to be responsible with it? You know that saying, more power you get, more responsibility? Raise your hand in here if you want to have your third eye on. You want to see through the veil. You're tired of all these BS. You actually want to see your higher selves. You want to see what's up. Okay, put your hand in the air if you want to hear your higher self. You want your throat chakras on. Okay, let's get serious now. Enough curiosity. All right. How many of you guys want to have your hands turned on so you can actually move energy again? Put your hands up. Okay, real stuff. Okay, here we go. What I can tell you when you request tonight from your higher selves that you guys want some of these aspects in your body accelerated and activated, here's the deal. You will be viewed and monitored based upon the manner in which you use your energy. For example, I am not allowed to jump into someone else's suit. I am not allowed to go and jump into someone's house and spy on them. I can astral jump around the planet this fast. I have grid points set up all around the planet. Why am I sharing this stuff with you? Because there's certain etiquette. There's certain rules. Be classy out there. Be classy out there, San Diego. Stay classy out there, right? The thing is that I want you guys to understand that with your energy comes your etiquette. With your etiquette comes your responsibilities. And the more everything you guys want and request, understand there is a small type of responsibility that comes with some of these assets. He knows. Right there. Yeah, you do with the glasses. I see you. You can't hide from me, bro. You can duck behind him. Yeah, I see you, bro. I see you, first waiver. You can't hide out there. So what I'm trying to say is that all you guys hiding in the audience, the deal is that I just want you to know that come from your heart. The faster you go, the more you guys stay in your heart, the more they'll give you a green light clearance. If you guys misuse your power, when they hand it back to you, they'll shut you off for 2 weeks, then 2 weeks turns into 2 months, 2 months turns into 2 years, 2 years turns into a decade, decade turns into see you next incarnation. Are we clear? So I just want to share that with you guys, real stuff. I had to learn this stuff, kind of monkey see, monkey do. When my third eyes came on in 2009, I could not hear. My throat chakra wasn't on. So I had my higher self in the den, put your hands together like this. Okay, this is how you make your mantra and your mudras. This is how you open up stargates and portals. The first time I'll tell you a funny story, then I'll let you rip. Okay?
It's about time.
You want to get in there now?
Yeah.
Okay, he wants to get in. I'll stare, you're boring me. Okay, go.
We've all already heard that. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on.
Love you, bro. Love this guy. Okay, so unconditional love for everyone. Unconditional love for all the star beings, all the races, okay? Everything. Why is that? Why do you have to have these love for these things that have controlled our population, controlled us in certain things? Because you are them, okay? You have opposite spectrums, you have opposite sides. You're lucky enough to be on the light side right now, okay? So, are there things that they can teach us? Are there skill sets appropriate to every single dimension? Yes, there are. Are there places that we were, that we incarnated and ascended already, and we bring those skill sets here? You have these skill sets now. These are these things that when you start doing them, you're like, I'm excellent at this. What is this thing that I'm excellent at already? And this other person is sitting next to me and they can't do it. Okay? So, I know you guys have these skill sets. You guys acquire these all the time. You see these things in dream state. You're assimilating these things into your being constantly. Let me tell you about the shifts you've been going through. You've been assimilating a lot of energy, past lives, just in dream state. You're wondering why your dream state's been so crazy? Your dream state's been so crazy because you're processing all of this stuff. I can see this. I've been analyzing dream state since 2000, okay? So long before I woke up, I was just amazed by the fact that there are dream books, there's information out there where you can say, I saw this thing means this, and then you look it up and that thing happens, okay? You can predict, anybody in this room can predict the future by remembering your dream state, by manifesting your dream state, by saying before you go to bed, when I wake up, I will keep my eyes closed when I wake up. Because you open your eyes, you just lost about 90% minimum, okay? You might lose the whole thing, okay? So when you wake up, you will keep your eyes closed, you will remember your dream state, and you will write it down. If you write it down, Source knows, higher self knows that you care. Once you care, they give you more. That's how you get more energy. They're not just, as my brother says, they're not just going to give you the keys to the jet. They're not going to give the keys to a 5-year-old. You don't give keys to a kid. So you have to prove that you're going to do the work. So by doing this dream state analyzation,
manifestation, stable balancing of emotions, and
yep,
why
I'm getting there.
Okay, get it.
I'm getting there.
Okay, bro.
By manifesting this dream state, by manifesting this, you can manifest your reality. This is a guaranteed fact. It is not the rule or the theory of attraction. It is the law of attraction, okay? Your belief structure, what you believe, will create, not might. If you truly believe it in your gut, in your heart of hearts, it will happen. People ask me, well, why don't you just manifest a briefcase of money? Because I, at this present moment, don't believe that. Could I if I believed it? Yes, it would just appear there right now. But until I believe that I have that ability, it won't happen. So manifest what you do believe. Until you get out of whatever rut you may be in, and the way that the language was literally manipulated. We're saying things backwards, and we're constantly unmanifesting things. So, what to do with that? Listen to the things you're saying. Look at the words that you're using, and make sure that what you're saying is not unmanifesting your reality. Stop talking with double negatives. Cancel, clear. There's a way. Sometimes we have like 3 5D people sitting around a circle, and we're like, there's no way to say that positively. Like sometimes the words there's no way to say it from a 5D standpoint. So, we'll figure this out as we go along. But what I'm trying to say is manifest your reality and it will come to be. You want your abundance, you need to shift your energy into abundance. You can't just say, oh, I want this money, but I don't have it. The money's coming, the money's coming. The money can come forever. The money can come, it could come in your next incarnation, okay? You want the money now, you want whatever it is, whatever this thing you want now, you have to put yourself in the vibration of already having it. How do you get yourself in the vibration? Belief and appreciation. So you need to be appreciative of what you have. What do you have already? Appreciate that, for starters. And then you can just get yourself into that mode by thinking, what are these things? What am I going to do with it? Why do you want this money? You can't just say, I want the money because I want to buy this. You just by a little exercise right now, just feel this with me. You say to yourself, okay, why do I want this money? Oh, because if I had this money, I could meet more people. I could meet my star family. Boom, did you feel that? I could meet more star family. I could travel more. I could meet these people. I could help more people. And I could meet people that I'm going to help and they're going to help other people and start a chain reaction of dominoes. Are you feeling that energy? That's how you manifest things. By making dominoes fall in all directions. That's a tree. You want to talk about the tree of life. That's the tree right there. So, manifest by switching your mindset, switching your reality to what you want, what you believe, and be appreciative of. And all along the way, when you're surprised, because you will be surprised by these miracles that you see. Literally like signs written on license plates as you're driving, and ask for a message from whoever, a passed over loved one. These people are with you right now. They're standing behind you in a line, just being like, turn around. So, turn around. I love you guys.
All right.
Jump in.
There we go. That was Alex. He's also known as the salt, now known as the pepper. Okay, so who wants to put your hands up if you guys want me to teach you guys how to put up a proper energetic shield around your body so you can't be messed with? See?
It's a lot of hands.
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. See, they weren't ready for some of us to incarnate. They're like, oh shit, they're coming down? We got a problem.
Yeah.
These guys don't take very kindly to duh. So, here we go. Okay, let me tell you how your fields are hacked. Okay, first of all, everyone close their eyes. Everybody close your eyes. I'm going to close my eyes with you. Okay, I want you guys to imagine 3 little energy force fields. The first one that's closest to you, we're going to go ahead and call that green. There's a green ball of light that swallows your whole body. Okay. The second shield we're going to do for us today is going to be that gold. So imagine a sphere of light swallowing your whole body. You are a little being inside of this sphere. The third ball of light that we're going to use is that platinum. That's that new frequency that's smashing into the earth. That is from our galactic center. That platinum, that Metatron flavor, pops everything off it like a taser. Okay. So this is what I want you guys to visualize. This is how your system is hacked, and how, in the same way these 3 fields are, right? Think about your physical body, your energy body, your etheric body, or your aura, right? Let's just go simple. Physical, energy body, aura. This is how you're hacked by a negative program. Open your eyes and come back. There we are. Here, I'm going to explain how it happens. Every single one of you guys has had a trauma in your life. When I was a little 5-year-old kid, I fell off my bike, I scraped my knee. Mommy and daddy, got in an argument. I broke up with my 16-year-old girlfriend and I broke my heart. I lost my loved one in war. I miss my grandpa, I miss my mom. Whatever this is, there's an experience, there's a memory attached to a frequency. Check this out. When you are being, someone's trying to hack your field, okay, and trying to access through your auric field, through your energy body, and actually attach to your physical, this is what happens. They lock onto a memory. So what they'll do is, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're going to remember when my girlfriend left me when I was 16 and I was such a mess. Right, whatever that is, making joke of it, but it's a negative trauma that happened to you, okay? When the memory comes through your mind randomly one time, recognize it. There it goes. Someone's trying to knock on my field. When the memory or thought form comes through on the second time, you actually know someone's trying to access your field. Like, boom, on guard, shield, 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 shield. You go into a mantra shield, 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 shield. I usually say, Archangel Michael, get your ass down here. I got a turd on my stream. Like, quick and hot with it, with the plasma beam. Somebody microwave this dude on my stream. Like, quick. They don't know what they're playing with before I do something that's going to be very embarrassing for them and their higher selves. Can you come down here and do it gracefully? Okay, so some of us are trained differently on different planets, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. So, the deal is that the second time it comes through, you actually know that somebody's trying to access you. This is what happens. That frequency, that memory, was created in a very low frequency. Grief, oh, pain body, oh, I can't believe this happened to me. It's a frequency, a very low frequency. See it as energy. All that you're trying to do is, when they hit you with the low frequency wave, so here, I'm an ET trying to mess around with a human. Okay, Alex, you want to play, you play me and I'll play the jackass ET, ready? Okay.
So should I just spear?
Stand over here. No, we're not spear hooking. Alex is me. I'm trying to have a great day. Right? Look at the crowd.
I'm having a great day.
I'm having a great day. Okay.
Now I'm staying to catch my family.
Okay. I'm playing the knight. He can play, like I said, I'll be the pepper, he'll be the salt, just for this one time. Okay, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here's his field. I'm an ET or a being out of phase. I can only get this close, and I'm trying to find a hole. What am I scanning? His chakras. I'm scanning the ins and out of his body. I see every single chakra as a doorway, as an input point. Most human beings, you got your root, you got your sacral, you got your stomach. Okay? Most of the guys, they're going to access you from the lower polarities. They don't even touch the hot. They can't get there. Okay? It's going to be coming from your bottom 3 points. So here we go. I'm an ET. I'm a jackass. I'm a being that wants you to feed off of you, let's just say. Okay, here's a little scrumptious skittle that I want to pull some energy off of. What do I got to do? I'll bang a frequency through his fields, and all of a sudden, here comes the memories of fear. Mommy never left me. Daddy wasn't there. Okay? I'm going to show you how this is done so you guys really get it. All of a sudden, I see the little hole in the auric field. Okay, there's my access point. Boom, I hit him again with frequency. Here comes the thought again. That being's unconscious. They don't understand someone's trying to access them. Boom, I'm in through your auric field. Now I'm close to your energy body. Now I'm in here. One more time. Fear. Fear. Got you to think about it 3-4 times. Boom, I'm in. And I'm hooking you. Most beings are hooked, just so you know. This is making it real for everyone on Earth. And on camera right now. I'm going to show you how this is done so you guys can counter this. Okay? Most beings, we're going to hook you right here. Turn around so they can show you. It's right rear. Here.
Right there.
That's the hook. Okay, imagine a carabiner like you're climbing. They hook on right here, like your little cord cable. That's where they hook on. Right rear. When you guys are scanning, instantly, it's all coming from the night side. I'm boom, bottom right. First place I'm looking, boom, bottom right. I'm not looking left. Your heart's on your left. Your light's on your left. Negative things, boom, right. So, next time you feel this random thought of fear, face the audience.
Yes. I can't hear you way back there.
You can't hear me way back there?
There we go.
Is that better?
Check.
Okay, check 1, 2. Everyone here heard me though, yeah? Okay, listen. The goal is to understand when someone's trying to hack your field. This is what happens. Instead of you evolving, letting your DNA grow. Do you guys know that when you're in fear, your DNA stops growing? Raise your hand if you know that. You know your telomeres actually stop growing if you're in fear. They actually shut down. So just like a flower. Yes?
Before you change the subject from shielding, I just have a quick thing to add.
Okay. See, we're like, I'm the left brain, he's the right brain. Or vice versa, I can't tell. But what I'm trying to say is that, huh?
Yep. Oh, I'm going to jump in.
Oh, you know, he's gonna jump in. He's gonna.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Now I
before you
totally
change
just
the
lost what
subject
I
from
was
shielding.
going to say.
It'll come.
It'll come.
It's
Come.
all
All right,
day.
you go.
It's all
You go.
day. Last thing I wanted to add about shielding, because he was talking about the shielding. There was something very extremely comical about, you know how he's saying how our auras are growing, like in their swallowing houses. There's something very, very comical about a negative entity way on the outside of your field when you can see this and he's like, rah, scary, and he's way over there. That's like this big raging river and there's a bear on the other side of it going, roar, and you're just like, haha, no, absolutely not. So, expanding your field is one of the greatest things to do. So some people are jumping into meditation, they're closing their eyes, they're going to start to try to access these things, and that's when they're going to jump and boogity boogity with a mask on. It's a joke. It's a joke. They're trying to they don't want you in touch with that and all that power. They don't want to be on the other side of the river, so to speak. So when you start to access this, when you start to try to push this field out in this shield and you go into this deep state of meditation, there's no fear. Nothing. You are a multi-dimensional being, and they are not. Okay? They are one version. They are one dimension that you have access, that you have defense or offense or love and light on. So, as you see these things, don't let them bother you. Keep pushing that field out. Keep expanding it. And when that expands, the bear's on the other side of the river. That's all I want to say.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Yogi. All right. Hey, boo-boo. All right, so, okay, I'm gonna give you guys my example of duality. And I'm gonna compare this to winning the Super Bowl. You guys ready? Okay, on my light side, all my angelics, all my amazing Arcturians, Palladians, Andromedans, Hotness, Lyrans. Those are all my X-Men in the white jumpsuits, okay? On my night side, on my right side, on my yang side, I got all my Galactic Federations. I got my Drakes, I got my Mantids, I got my Pryceans, I got my Anunnaki, I got the Orion Empire. Okay, moving on. So, how do I, as a vessel down here, steer this carriage, steer this team right, deliver what needs to be done in this incarnation. Well, check this out. Your light team, your angels and stuff, imagine those guys in the football as your offensive linemen. And you're the quarterback. There we go. I'm stepping into 3D. Here's the game plan. Okay? As you can see on the stuff behind me, right? Yep. Just so you know, to pull this off, I had to work with every single aspect of my stream. Light, dark, and indifferent. Every single one of them it took for me to pull this off with my team of beings around the planet. It was not just kumbaya light side or Debbie Downer dark side. Okay? It was both sides working seamlessly together. I just want to be clear with that because I want to understand you guys what unconditional love is, no judgment. It's the hardest thing to actually learn down here. Okay, so you want to win the Super Bowl. Your offensive team is all of your light side. Your offensive linemen, your fast-ass angels, right? And you're the quarterback trying to throw that Hail Mary. Well, what else do you need on this Super Bowl team towards your own ascension? You need your defensive squad. You need your night self. You need a DB that can match the speed of that wide receiver on your opponent's team. You know, you need a guy that can sack the quarterback. You need powerful beings that can get down and dirty and do what needs to be done. Your night side. What I'm trying to get to in this duality game is become the referee. No one said you had to choose one side of polarity. They just said polarity exists. You choose through your own actions and motivations which side you resonate with. Now, for me personally, I like to imagine all you guys as referees with the little whistle, you know, like, all right, go to your side. That was great. Get some Gatorade. Fantastic. No, you can't come over afterwards. You're crazy, but I love you. What I'm trying to get to, ladies and gents, is that you can walk in balance. But here's the thing I want you guys to understand. When you're first waking up, this is my recommendation to you. Imagine an RPM gauge on your ascension and on your polarity. It goes from 1 to 10. It goes from the green zone all the way into the red zone. Okay? This is what I recommend for everyone who's waking up right now. Try to keep yourself 70% in the light, 30% in the night. So you're integrating a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. Mm-hmm. Here's the deal. It's really hard to tell someone who's like, you know, a really nice person in this lifetime, and actually doing a Akashic reading on them, like, do you know that 3 lifetimes ago you were a gnarly ass warrior marauder, and now you're sitting by the boathouse having a cigar wondering why this is happening to you, and you forgot the droves of bodies you've climbed over through battlefields. But in this life, I'm just this guy, and I'm a little fisherman. I don't know why this is happening to me. I've always been a really nice person. Yeah, well, if you remember 2, 3, 4, 5 lifetimes ago, ladies and gents, there's been a lot of world wars on this planet. No one wants to talk about it. Where were you in World War I? And you guys around here for World War II? You'd be surprised how much karma is being paid back right now from those world wars that took place. You reincarnate right back into the wheel, you're back in here again. What I'm trying to get to, you can't run from your karma. Believe me, I've tried. Just kidding. So all you can do in this life is stack dharma. That's what you want to do. Imagine yourself as an angel with the wings out, and you keep doing good deeds. Mm-hmm. You keep helping everyone around you, regardless of what reflects against you. Just keep like a little bag of Lucky Charms and golden coins. I'm just stacking dharma. Help as many as my family as I possibly can. Go clean up as many battlefields or places that need energy, movement, you know, stagnance on this planet as you possibly can. And why I'm getting this to you guys is because sometimes you get that question mark, why is this happening to me? Why am I experiencing this? Why can't I get my powers back? Why can I, when I dream and I'm on the other side, do I have all these amazing abilities? Why when I wake up I don't? I'm going to let Alex explain this to you. In past lives when we used to do naughty things, okay, Atlantis and Lemuria was not a fun place. Okay, it was a great place for a certain amount of time. We got in arguments, we got in things went down. Raise your hand if you can remember that you were in Atlantis. Yeah. Okay, real stuff. How about Lemuria? Can anyone go back to Lemuria? God, I love this guy. Well, we're talking after the show. I don't know who you are, but we're gonna do things together, my Syrian brother. This is what I'm getting to. The more you can resonate or remember, the more powerful you become. Knowledge is power. So think about how hard some of us literally had to be wiped to be in this game. Mm-hmm. You have to see yourself as a very powerful multidimensional being, have a very simple 3D experience. And you have to understand sometimes why you give up your power or give up that knowingness that you had 2 or 3 lifetimes ago that caused all this karma and drama, and what you gave up and what you wanted to learn in this life. Mm-hmm. Maybe last life you were a dude. In this life you're like, I'm a woman, I wanted to learn compassion, unconditional love. Well, guess what they're going to do, ladies and gents? They're going to put you in a girl suit. If you're a girl and you want to get some fire, they're going to go ahead and put down here in a guy suit. You're going to learn some fire real quick, you know, a little fight in the schoolyard. What I'm trying to get is, we're all after experience. That's what we're trying to gain down here. We're trying to maximize our experience in the most efficient way and choose what we want and what we don't want. So we're just here to facilitate some of those choices for you, right? And my brother, what would you like to share?
What you were just saying is perfect.
He's gonna crush, I feel him. Go for it.
So, what he was saying with these past lives, you might have a rage. You're like, why do I have this rage? Why do you have this rage? I had a past life. I'd see the whole past life, and all of a sudden it would cut short. They wouldn't show me my death scene for years. I finally see my death scene in this past life. I was a woman. I was considered to be a witch. I was burned at the stake. Why wouldn't they show me this? Because when I finally see this and look down to my left, they were burning my son with me. Okay? Because if I was a witch, he clearly had to be a witch. So all these are the things. Why does this person have a rage? Why is this person sad? Why do they have this? Why do they have that? These are connections from past lives. These are shadow and night that we have to assimilate and integrate into our being. Through doing this, you just become in a harmonious state. That's why I was saying to work with the dream state first and get your way to doing these past life regressions, harnessing this. If you're having an issue, it could be from these past lives, which can go all the way back to how he was saying upstream, this thing, that thing, Lyran. These things can be on other existences on other planets. Okay? It took me 2 months. They basically, we were going through a shift, huge shift, about a few months ago. I was just sitting on the river meditating, sometimes 6 hours a day. Attained a new skill set, how to actually go and get soul pieces for myself that were lost. How to go back, get pieces of myself that were I gave up willingly, being like, hey, I screwed up. I did this thing. I don't deserve this power. So you hold on to that till I earn it again. Okay? So I had to go back, get these pieces back, clean them up, cross everything over, and take that back, assimilate that back into my being. So I can raise my vibration, expand my field. Once again, it's keep up a little bit. It's not just straight up, it's up on a diagonal. That's what I like to say. As long as you're going forward, as long as you're going up, you're going the right way. So
Talk about angelic grace and why they can't take that polarity upstairs.
oh,
Drop it like it's hot. They want to know.
why they can't handle that polarity. They can't handle that polarity.
Why they can't take that polarity upstairs.
What do you mean?
Why most people have to balance and process their stuff to be able to take that frequency,
Oh.
so they can control their thoughts and unconscious minds.
Exactly. What is how we were actually just talking about this last night. What is triggering you? What is putting you in a state? Is it your lover? Is it your mom? Is it this person? Is it that person? Is it a person at work? Who is it? Who's triggering you? Who is getting you to become that egoic version of yourself that you know you don't like? Every time you get to that point, you yell at that person. You're just like, that was a failure. You lost. You messed up. Okay. So becoming more zen by assimilating these things, noticing them, pausing. Just pause. Use the discernment. It's like we were saying about the keys earlier. Like you're going to get the keys to this car or this jet. If you're going to be given instant manifestation, they need to make sure you're not going to instant manifest something that's not for the collective. So you need to prove, are you going to be okay with all this power that you have? You have the power now. You just need to unlock all these abilities, all these skill sets.
Beautiful.
I think we should do questions.
Okay, how are we on time?
If that's going twice.
All right, well, I think we're at 40 minutes, but
Yeah.
you guys having fun? Okay, I want to share some like deep things, but I'm like, you know what? Let's just pump the brakes. You know,
I think about 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay, who has some specific questions they want answered? Raise your hand.
I got a question.
Go right ahead, sweetheart.
Okay. What if you're basically a peaceful person, but you see danger to your family or your friends or your city? I don't know how to do that.
Understood. Being empathic, what is this? Okay, being empathic is a very big thing. As far as your tummy, your intuition, when you guys start becoming more aware, what's the first thing that you get when you're a little kid? That gut feeling. I get that in my gut. I should either do this right now. How many times, raise your hand if every time you've made a decision you should have went with your gut first. I shouldn't have got in that car. Goodness gracious, that was a shiza so, right? So what I'm trying to say is that go with your gut. Okay, level 1, go with your gut. That's your first instinct, boom, hit your whole body. As you get a little more advanced, this is what I do. If you guys want to be, okay, tonight when you guys have yes or no questions and you're asking your higher selves, okay, what I usually do is the yes or no, real quick before my eyes come on. So all you do is put your hands out in front of you, palms up. Everyone do this now. I'm going to show you how to do it so you guys don't always you can do your little dowsing. I do this because it helps you work with your suit. Okay. Right here, where your bone marrow lines up with your palm, is where the energy actually fires out of your hands. Here. That's why people get bone marrow cancer and they're like, oh my God, they're going to lose the whole arm. It's because your bone marrow is actually what carries the charge. Your bone marrow inside of your bones. That lines up right here, right in your palms, right here. One of the most sensitive places on your hand. Now, when you guys ask a question, the twitch, now if you guys are kind of like, coming online, your hands are not going to twitch. But you might just feel, it feels like this, like a light breeze. Like a light breath right on that part of your hand. So, yes is left, no, right is no. Should I take this job? Yes or no? Wait for your hand to twitch. Be like, higher self, I'm not going to move until you give me an answer. Yes or no? If they make both hands twitch, maybe. Re-ask a question. Very simple. Okay? So we got your gut, intuition. We go to the hands. Okay, fantastic. Raise your hands if you guys can hear your higher selves or your inner voice.
Good.
Woohoo! I'm so proud of you guys. Goodness gracious, it's an amazing thing. Okay, how many of you guys can actually see? And how many of you guys have your third eyes on? Boom, boom, boom. Little bit? Okay, working on it. I love it, I love it. Here's the deal. Ask the question, okay? Throat chakra, listen. The main thing with using your throat chakra is you have to know what your own inner voice sounds like, not someone else stepping up and taking your microphone. Do you guys know how to, I said this in the last video, I'm going to share with it now. The reason why you want to hear your 5D self, that's what I call it, is when your throat chakra comes on, you and your 5D self should be homies. Okay, if you're going to be homies with your 4D self, that's fine. 4D's your lowest night form. It's a cool thing. We all do things at night. Fantastic, okay? You need to be working with your lowest light form, your 5D self. So what you do is, I usually hand the mic to my 5D self, who basically sounds just like me. He's basically me in more of an angelic form, and he's a buff guy. All he likes to do is work out and shit. He's very svelte. Okay, so when you're channeling or someone has a question, this is what I want you guys to understand. When your throat chakra comes on, like, oh my God, this is amazing. I don't want you guys to have the cafeteria, meaning I'm hearing everyone's thoughts in the room, and I'm hearing a bunch of conversation or voices going on. No, 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 no. You want to ask me a direct question, you ask my fifth dimensional self, you walk over to him, you ask him the question, he will then come down my stream and go, yo bro, he wants to know this. What should I say? I'll tell him that's cool, I'll be there on Tuesday. My dude goes back up the stream and delivers the message. I don't get cross-reference, I don't allow other beings to speak in my ear. You guys all have a password-protected way in which you guys speak. For example, I've been on missions where I'm towing probably 10,000 souls behind me on an airplane across a sacred location, and I got every Tom, Dick, and Harry from the last 5,000 years trying to hack my field, messing with the bus driver. And I'm like a bus driver, like, please put your hands inside at all times. No, please don't do that. I'm sitting there trying to be calm, flying across the planet, right? And what happens is, when there's a conversation, many voices will hit you simultaneously when that throat chakra's on. Okay, I'm trying to give you guys a heads up when your throat chakra's like the extremes. Okay, here's just me, here's dealing with a crowd of people. Okay, so I'm trying to give you guys a reference point. When someone wants to talk to me, talk directly to my 5D version. And this is why. Because I talk with slang. I know what I sound like. It's very difficult to come in my field and go, oh hi, I'm Ryan, Rion, nice to meet you, bro. I'm like, dude, you sure that's you? Because I don't think so, bro. He's like, computers can't copy me. Okay, I'm a sentient being. I'm a galactic being in a popsicle suit. An AI program can't copy what I flow. Okay? Understand that within yourself and some of these different proximities, depending on where you guys live in your environment, there are some things being broadcast through the field. Fear, negativity, Fox News, whatever that is for you. Okay?
All the news.
All the news in general. You know, in Canada, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but Canada they're actually not allowed to be called a news network. They have to be an entertainment network because they lie too much. That's factual.
Let me get a question.
Okay, hold on. Hey, go ahead and clap. I mean, that's real. They're like, we can't call you a news network. You're entertainment. That happened in Canada. Okay, crush it, Alex.
I just wanted to add for this young lady, the words you just spoke. That's just what hit me. Was if you're the most positive person in your bloodline, in your family at that point, if you're the one manifesting, you're the one pulling all the energy. You're the one transmuting and harnessing all that. So the way you say it, the way what you were saying, how like the family is going through this stuff, what do? You manifest that the family is becoming more harmonious and the family is in a state of love and everything is great. You shift it for them, okay? You shift it for them by being in that positive mind state, by like doing writing exercises, talking about how everything's great and the things you're grateful for, and looking at what they have to be grateful for. There's always like that cup's half full. There's always a great thing that's coming, and every single one of these things that we look at as blockages or negative things or challenges, they're shifts. They're all good. Every single one of these things is a good change. You have to sit there in retrospect and look at it. It's like someone's like, oh, I lost my job. You lost your job, but guess what? What were you thinking in your head? You were thinking, I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job. So the universe was like, you don't want this job, so we're gonna take it away. And then you lose the job, you're upset that you lost the job. Okay, you're upset that you lost the job, but guess what? You got a better job. The universe just did what you were asking it to do, so say thank you, say appreciation. So like I was saying, there's always good things. So next question. Right there.
When I was like 18 and 19, I got really blown over a lot.
Okay.
And not only psychically, but the ability to feel and even manipulate energies.
Okay.
And I started playing around with it a lot. And then I got very frightened and pushed the whole thing away because of certain things that happened.
Yeah.
And then 6 weeks later, I couldn't access it again.
You couldn't. Okay.
And now I'd like to really get back into that. What would you advise?
Okay. So for the people in the back that couldn't hear that, what he was saying was he had spiritual gifts at 18. And when something happened with a fear or some sort of program, and it was pushed away, how does he re-access that? Excellent question. This is very common. Sometimes, like he was saying, like you can be punished for 2 weeks, turns into 2 months. Yeah. So they do not want to scare you. Your higher selves, your family, they do not want to scare you. The second that fear hit, that takes over. Okay, that takes over, and they're like, okay, we'll step back. We do, because that last thing they want just love and happiness and everything in your existence. So if it scares, for them to stand directly in front of your third eye, not in the peripherals, because I know you guys see this. You're like, I know I saw something on the side. Yes, you did. This is a round lens, and it breaks down. The spectrum's breaking down on the sides. That can break down in the middle. That can break down in the front when that fear is resolved. So to answer your question, the best way to do is like I said, manifesting it, switching your reality, saying that your gifts are getting stronger and more powerful every day. Boom, right there, you just said it. You say that 4 times, you believe that. You believe that your gifts are getting stronger, they're returning to you, and don't go back to where you were. Manifest where you were being even beyond that. Like you're blasting through this barrier. You're blasting through this barrier and you're activating all these gifts and facing your fear. If you have a fear, whatever it is, face it. Whatever it is, like we climb mountains, we're going in the ocean, we're doing this. Like whatever it is that bothers you, facing it. If you're not going to face it, then go to the past life where that fear of water is from, because you were drowned or whatever happened, and like I said, that soul retrieval work. Get that piece of your soul, yourself back, and take it back. Take it back because it's yours. Okay.
Okay.
Next question.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Ready?
Jamie's over there.
Jamie, I want to add one thing. I want to add one thing to this because it's coming in hot and I want to make sure we have time. Who wants to know how to cloak when you guys can walk in public and not get stuff attached to you? Okay? So, hi, I'm Rion. I'll be your defense against the dark arts teacher here today at Hogwarts. I'm going to teach you guys how to cloak and walk through public as a light being. Here we go. Alright, so. This will be my model. He's known as Masan. He's going to be my human puppet here as we show you guys how to cloak. Okay, so here we go. every single manifestation you'll ever do is the amount of focus and intent you put into it. The more real it is for you in 3D, the more focused you are in that moment, the stronger that manifestation becomes. Okay, the more real it is for you. So if you're imagining a cloak, what I usually do when I go into public, or planes, trains, and automobiles, and I don't want to be seen, I imagine a large, dark cloak, kind of like the invisibility cloak from Hogwarts in Harry Potter. Big cloak goes over me. So I actually put my arms up like this, and actually allow my higher selves to actually drop a robe on me. Like boom, arms goes in, hood goes on, big, dark, cosmic, more space robe goes on to me. I pull my energy in tight to my body. And now here's the thing about this, which if you get really good at it. Okay, I don't recommend doing this driving. I've done that and people can't see you. Okay, I cloaked my entire car. I had to get to Phoenix, Arizona from Sedona in 52 minutes. It's 90 miles away. I don't know what to tell how fast I was going. Let's just say I made my flight on time. Okay, so the deal is that you don't really become invisible. You become invisible to the spectrum of every conscious being who's operating on that stream of consciousness at that time. That's how you become invisible. They can't see you. Are you really invisible? No. But no one around you can perceive you. You've actually come boom, off their radar. So when you go into public, just imagine you're getting out of the car, you're like, yo, put my robe on. The better you get at it, boom, the dark robe goes on, the hood comes over, it goes dark, you shield your light, you walk into the bar, the pub, the post store, the grocery store, whatever it is. I know many light workers that are very empathic out there. We have a hard time leaving our homes. Believe me, I know. I'm from in Sedona. It's very difficult for us to interact with a lot of beings that are kind of bouncing India and unconscious, and you're getting stuff on you. You're like, wow, that's amazing. Where did that come from? Woo! So, geez Louise. All right, work on yourself, people. So what I'm getting to is, the cloaking is very important. And understand when to cloak and when not to. Now, when you guys want to go home and you guys want to go in the backyard, you guys are charging from the sun. There's many Experiences Speak 2015 last year. I had a good half an hour dissertation on how to charge from the sun. I don't want to waste my time talking about that here. It's there on YouTube. Okay. There's also something on teamlight.com. If you click on the Starseed Radio, how to write a soul contract. Raise your hand if you guys have ever written a soul contract. Okay, this is something you guys need to understand. Human beings need to renegotiate their soul contracts upon incarnation when they are conscious enough to do so. The universal laws do not permit some of the biggest, highest angelics from stepping into your life and helping you because you are not aware enough to ask for aid. The vessel must be conscious enough to request aid. That is how the good guys play. So if we're in a WWF match and I'm getting my butt kicked by 6 demons, I got 12, 15 angels like, yo bro, tag me in! Tag me in! And I'm like, no, I got this, boom, boom, you're just getting pummeled. And they're like, tag me in! You're like, okay, sovereign right, go! And then they handle business. What I'm trying to say is tag your angels in, please. Please, you guys have angels, tag them in. You're not in this by yourself, you're not in your old Debbie Downer in your room, oh, what is happening? Oh my God. Hey, this is ET real world. There is no privacy. When you guys have your third eyes on you and you're staring through walls and all your neighbors sleeping at night, believe me, there is no privacy. So you need to just get rid of that. Everyone sees what you're doing, especially you. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching our little presentation here, and we hope that this presentation at Experiences Speak 2016 over there in Portland, Maine greatly assisted you. That wasn't the only thing we were doing over there on the East Coast.
It's not. We actually did a couple activations for you guys while we were out there on the grid and clearing up the ley lines and any traumatic events that took place.
What would be some of those traumatic events that took place in, say, on the East Coast up there in Massachusetts?
Well, the Salem witch trials, for one. That was something when my brother landed. He just magically has this like Santa Claus sack of grids, and he's like, where should we go? What needs this? This is your area. Where are we going with these? And right away, instantly, I'm like Salem. I was like Salem witch trials.
So we took care of Salem. A lot of clearing that energy, clearing that fracture in the human collective and the collective consciousness on Earth, to understand that there's many very gifted empaths and healers and druids out there and very special people that some of which when they do their past life regressions, they do have that memory of being, say, a witch or considered that back in the day.
Yes.
And we went to go ahead and clear that up heal that, transmute that through time and space, and basically set up our grid points all over multiple locations on the East Coast, from Rhode Island.
Yep, Rhode Island, Turtle Rock,
To
magical place.
And did you hit the forests like you were supposed to?
Yes, I did. Lincoln Woods.
Kaboom!
Lincoln Woods is completely gridded.
Nice. And thank you to our team also who got that call out on Facebook to our jump point. In this video right now, we will actually load boop 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 that video, or that image I should say, so you can see it.
Yes.
One of the jump points we had to go to, and actually we as the ground crew were actually there on the ground locking it down.
Yes.
For the future of this planet and for the future of our family of light out there, I just want you to know that we are kicking arse out there, and we are here to balance, transmute, and raise the consciousness and frequency of planet Earth. Our galactic families look on and to make sure that everything is carried to more of that galactic clock, right? And being back here in Sedona, I just want to say my gratitude and appreciation for all my friends and family who helped out there.
Yes, thank you. We felt it. We felt it instantly. When you guys tuned in our energy, we were just like, oh, okay, let's go.
Yeah. We also had some homies out there grid for us, which was dope, you know. And it was just an absolute pleasure working for the collective consciousness of Earth, and much more emissions and videos and content coming your way. Blessings.
Namaste. Thank you, guys.